So I was asked to post a detailed video and write out the ingredients of how I made my abacha, and this is the video. In an empty mortar, I added my authentic original red oil, original one, emphasis on the original red oil. Then I added my mixture of potash and water. I allowed that dissolve. That is what will make the base of the sauce. I added that into my mortar and I stirred that in really well to give that creamy whitish texture that our abacha that we buy from those market women have. After mixing that in really good, I then proceeded to add my crayfish and my hewulu. Before adding my crayfish, I poured the crayfish into an empty pan on the fire, fried that really well until it was fragrant and dry, because when I fry like this, it gives it the flavor, it brings out all its flavor. Then I fried that, I fried that for a while, for like 5 minutes. Then I poured that into the mortar and pounded it rough. I like pounding my crayfish rough because I love feeling the texture of the crayfish in my abacha. Then I pounded that, see the texture, very rough. It's not smooth at all. Then I went ahead to get my ewuru ready. I break that from the shell, place it on my fire and allow that to roast. When you roast it like this, it brings out the authentic flavor, like it gets really, really flavorful. Your kitchen will even start smelling the parts. Then I added that to my mortar and then I pounded it to a powdered form. I poured that into a plate before adding it to my sauce. You can see that one was pounded, see it was powdered. At this point, the scent in your kitchen, heavenly. Then I added that to my sauce and I stirred that in really, really good. Then I added my ogiri. Ogiri is like I don't know how to, okay, it's like Igbo Iru, is a kind of Iru that Igbo people use. The smell for some people might not be too good for them, but me, it's not a must you add this to your abacha, but I like adding it. It gives it this original, perfect, the flavor gets really, really good when you add that ogiri to your abacha. Then I added my ogiri. I stirred that in really, really good. You all can see that my sauce is getting thicker and thicker. I say thicky. Hey God, I beg. Voice over hard though. It's getting thicker and thicker. Then I added my dry pepper. I was supposed to add Cameroon pepper to this instead of this red pepper I added, but I forgot to buy it. Then I just added the what's it called? The dried pepper. Then I added my sliced